Many modern day conveniences include the use of AI, artificial intelligence, from facial recognition to social media algorithms. Now you can add schools to that list. There are now 14 alpha schools across the country. They are K through 8th grade private schools with artificial intelligence at the core of the curriculum. And leaders say this lets their students learn twice as fast as their traditional counterparts with just 2 hours of academic work a day. Joining us now to talk more is co-founder for Alpha Schools, MacKenzie Price. Good morning, MacKenzie. Great to see you.
Great to see you. Thanks for having me.
So
This is my favorite topic to talk
I
about.
can imagine that it is. Look, I'm excited. I live in Charlotte, and I know that's one of the locations for these schools. So this has been a real buzz topic where I live. And initially, I was like, man, this sounds really creepy to have AI teaching my kid, but sell us on it. What's great about it?
Well, what's really incredible about this new technology is we can finally provide students with the exact level and pace of education that meets them where they're at. And we've transformed the role of teachers in our classroom. Instead of having to spend their time delivering lectures and trying to figure out how they're going to possibly meet 20 plus students who are at wildly different ranges, they are able to focus all of their time and attention on motivational and emotional support. So in our schools, our students are getting so much more human connection with both their peers and their teachers than kids who are in traditional schools.
Right. So I guess the academics are taught by artificial intelligence, but then you've got teachers, adults in the classroom that are more guides and more nurturing is the way that it's billed there. How is it that students attending your school only need 2 hours of coursework each and every day? What does that look like exactly?
Learning science has known for 40 years that kids can learn 2, 5, 10 times faster when they're able to get one-to-one mastery-based tutoring. And that's what artificial intelligence is finally enabling us to do in the classroom. And so as a result, students are learning way faster. Our classes are ranking top 1% in the country. And that's not that hard to do when kids are met at the needs that they have specifically. And of
Mhm.
course, then that frees up time to develop life skills, which are all of those incredible skills that I think we need to be successful in this world.
Right. So it's not that these kids are only going to school for 2 hours. They're just doing this AI part for 2 hours. So the rest of the day, it sounds like it's a lot of hands-on learning, learning about personal finances with lemonade stands and going for hikes and
Mhm.
community gardens. Tell us more.
Yeah, socialization and relationship building, financial literacy, public speaking, leadership, and teamwork, those are skills that we want our students to be really successful at. And the best way to do that is to do hands on group projects where they're doing real world activities. So, school's really fun. In fact, our commitment is that kids will love school and they want to go to school over vacation. Can you believe that, Anna?
They like it so much they don't want to leave, huh? Well,
Yeah.
Alpha, look, it's a private school. It does have a cost of about 40 grand. So how can families afford that? And do you think that this is going to be something that potentially public schools start to adopt and adapt the way that they teach?
Currently, we're operating in a private model, and absolutely, we are considered a very high end school that I understand is not accessible for most people. But what I think we also are is a beacon point for what is possible in education and just how fantastic the role for teachers as well as the experience for students can be. So, my goal is that we will open more and more of these models at lower price points. In fact, in Texas, where we're based, we have schools at $10,000 a year, and
Mhm.
with school choice that's recently been passed, that would allow families to go tuition free. We hope that more and more schools will adopt this model and that people will realize this is a great way to take the very best of AI
Mhm.
along with human intelligence and combine them together to give kids a great experience. There has never been a more exciting time to be a 5 year old with this new advance.
Look, I'm going to tell you what. I mean, there's part of me that thinks this is awesome. This is so cool. But you think about artificial intelligence. You hear the headlines about it creating fake facts or kids depending on these as companions. Can you just quickly hit on that as we go?
There is a lot of risk that you have to be thoughtful about, but I will tell you one thing in our education system, we're not using chatbots. Chatbots in education are cheat bots. The AI is really underlying creating the personalized lessons with the same curriculum that students in traditional schools are getting. But it's something we certainly want to be thoughtful about. And I think we figured out how to take the best of both to create this experience.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.